Perhaps no one knows all the intricacies of fashion better than Anna Wintour, longtime editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine and artistic director of Condé Nast. Wintour has been a constant presence at fashion shows for several decades. With an annual salary of $2 million and a fortune of $35 million, Wintour leads a lifestyle that any fashionista would envy. Her late father, Charles Wintour, was the editor of the London Evening Standard newspaper for almost 20 years. He was considered one of the greatest and most influential journalists of the second half of the 20th century. In an interview with Vogue, Wintour said that her father taught her perseverance. According to Wintour, she learned great reporting from her brother Patrick, the Guardian's diplomatic editor. When Anna was 15 years old, Charles got his daughter a job at the Bible London clothing store. She then completed a training program at Harrods, gained work experience at Oz magazine, and then got a job as an assistant editor at Harper's and Queen. She left London for New York and got a job as a junior fashion editor at Harper's Bazaar. In the 70s, she moved from Bazaar to Viva, and in 1980, she joined Savvy. Wintour returned to the UK in 1985 as editor-in-chief of British Vogue. In 1987, she went to the United States, where she ran House and Garden magazine for a while and then headed Vogue. At that time, the renowned fashion magazine lost its market share to rival Elle, and its focus shifted to lifestyle coverage. Her first cover for American Vogue made a splash in the industry. Israeli model Michaela Berku was wearing a Christian Lacroix couture jacket and Guess jeans styled by Carlin Surf de Dudzile. It was so different from the elegant close-ups that were typical of Vogue covers in those days, with tons of makeup and large jewelry, Wintour later said. This picture broke all the rules. She added, "I just looked at this photo and felt the wind of change. It turned out to be a giant gust." Wintour broke the rules again by releasing a cover with Madonna in May 1989. Not only was the appearance of the controversial singer a shock to people at the time, but no celebrity had ever been on the cover before. Thus, attention was shifted from models to celebrities. Under Wintour, Vogue has once again become the dominant American fashion magazine. The renowned editor-in-chief surrounded herself with people who have become major players in the fashion industry. When she first joined Vogue, she brought Grace Coddington, with whom she worked at British Vogue. Over the years, her editorial team has included Andrew Leon Talley, Annie Leibovitz, Ton Goodman, and Philip Picardi. They accompanied her on catwalk shows all over the world. She was in close contact with such great fashion figures as Oscar de la Renta and Karl Lagerfeld. Wintour has attended more than 3,000 fashion shows on behalf of Vogue. In 2014, her annual clothing budget was rumored to be $200,000. She is known as an overbearing and demanding boss, for which she received the nickname Nuclear Wintour. The image of Meryl Streep's character in Miranda Priestley's The Devil Wears Prada is rumored to have been inspired by Wintour. The film was based on a book by Lauren Weisberger, formerly assistant editor-in-chief of Vogue. Although Weisberger herself claims that her character is not entirely based on Wintour, and Streep says that during the preparation for the role, she did contact various editors-in-chief. As for her signature look, it is rumored that Wintour has been wearing a square with bangs since she was 15 years old. Channel black sunglasses are not just for fashion. In a 2009 interview with 60 Minutes, she said, "I can sit on the show, and if I'm bored out of my mind, no one will notice. At the moment, they have become, indeed, armor." Anna also had a hand in hosting the annual Met Gala, which takes place on the first Monday in May. This is the most coveted red carpet in the fashion world, with proceeds going to the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute. She has been leading the event since the 90s and raised so much money that in 2014, the museum renamed one of the wings the Anna Wintour Costume Center. It is Anna who approves the list of guests and the outfits in which these guests will be. Wintour has 2 children with her first husband, David Schaffer, whom she divorced in 1999. Her daughter, Bea Schaffer, often accompanies Wintour on red carpets. Bea worked as a producer on The Late Night with Seth Meyers' show. She left the show in 2017 to work for the Ambassador Theater Group. In the summer of 2018, B married Francesco Carosini, the son of the late editor-in-chief of Vogue Italia, Franca Sozzani. They had two ceremonies, one in Long Island, New York, and the other in Portofino, Italy. Wintour's son, Charlie Schaffer, studied medicine at Columbia University after graduating from Oxford University. In 2014, he married Elizabeth Cordry at the Wintour House in Mastic on New York's Long Island. Wintour became a grandmother in 2017. Wintour has been in a relationship with Texas investor Shelby Bryan for more than 15 years. In 2023, Anna Wintour made her first official appearance with her new boyfriend, British actor Bill Nighy. Anna lives in a four-story, 3,960-square-foot townhouse on Sullivan Street in Greenwich Village. The house dates back to 1899. When she is not working or engaged in social activities, you can find her rooting for Roger Federer and Serena Williams. Her favorite sport is tennis, and she can often be seen on the sidelines of the US Open and Wimbledon. She told the audience that she usually has breakfast at Starbucks. Her favorite comedian of all time is James Corden. She says we'll never catch her in black from head to toe. You also won't see her sipping a cocktail. She prefers sparkling water. Even the most influential woman in the fashion world is afraid of something: spiders. Despite all the glitz and glamour, she says the best thing about her job is people. Wintour's love of fur in fashion has been under attack from the PETA organization for many years. When she was in Paris in 2005, one of the PETA supporters threw a tofu pie in her face. What did she do after that lunge? She began to wear more fur. Wintour has been known as the arbiter of style and one of the most recognizable faces in the fashion world for decades. According to rumors, her candidacy was considered for the post of ambassador after the second election of President Obama, but in the end, the position went to the leading fundraising specialist Matthew Barzin. Wintour received the title of Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire for her work in fashion and journalism at a ceremony at Buckingham Palace in May 2017. Rumors about her departure from Vogue and Condé Nast have been circulating for a long time. In August 2018, the company confirmed that it was not going anywhere yet. Her future departure is likely to shake up the fashion industry.